Nigeria saw one of its worst days of violence in 2 years. Churches, mosques and police stations were attacked.
There have been almost daily clashes since Christmas Eve. The tension is rooted in decades of resentment between indigenous groups, mostly Christian or animist.
Nigeria's president said the violence is worse than the country's 1960s civil war, and there is growing concerns that Boko Haram may actually try to spark a civil war, with the goal of splitting the majority Muslim north away from the Christian south.
Boko Haram translates as Western education is sacrilege. It has been blamed for almost 1,000 deaths since 2009, 200 in the last month alone.
But with a lot of unemployment and poor people in the northeast, the group seems to have no trouble finding new recruits.
At the beginning, it was very clear that they wanted a strict form of Islamic law across Nigeria. In some states, they wanted Christians to move out of those states. But if you look at the last few months, their strategy has changed incredibly. They now target those important symbols of Nigerian authority.
President Jonathan Goodluck, who's a Christian from the south, has vowed to crush the group, ordering thousands of roadblocks across the country and stepped up security.
2 Nigerian journalists have been killed by the organization, one a Muslim, the other a Christian.
The media are seen as representative of the secular, essentially materialist society and state to which they are so bitterly opposed.
They call up journalists, they instruct them on what to write about them, and they control their own media. And if they do not call the journalists, there is no way of getting to them.
So they said that they had no problem with journalism as such, but they weren't going to allow that relationship to be used as a mechanism for undermining the organisation.